have shared the live link of this meeting, so do watch it on your browser. So I'll start when it's 10. It's done. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guest. I'm Poorva Hulke and I'll be the Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. I welcome you all to the 190th meeting of Sinhgad Toastmasters Club. Before starting the meeting, I would like to mention few ground rules which we follow in our Toastmasters meeting. First, please turn off your mobile phones or put them on silent mode. As Toastmasters, we don't talk about sex, religion, and politics, so please refrain from discussing these topics. Please put yourself on mute if you are not speaking. Please try to keep your videos on for making the meeting more lively and interactive. As everybody in their life has a mission to achieve their goals, likewise, our Toastmasters Club also has a mission. The mission of our Toastmasters Club is to provide a mutually supportive and a positive learning environment in which every member has the opportunity to develop communication and leadership skills, which in turn foster self-confidence and personal growth. With this, I announce this meeting as open and hand over the stage to the presiding officer, which is me, Poorva Hulke, once again. All right. Once again, good morning, everybody. And I'll quickly jump over to the theme of today, which is why K-pop is ruining your life. Okay, how many of you are aware of K-pop? Just raise your hands. No? Okay, it's just Priyanka. Yeah, maybe we are in our early 20s right now, so we are more into K-pop and the senior members might not know about it. But yeah, so K-pop is a music genre which is mainly originating from South Korea. And it's a part of the Hallyu wave or the Korean wave, as they say. And if you're aware of BTS, okay, BTS at least has made a lot of name in this world, and people are going crazy for them. So today I'll talk about how that has impacted the youth's life and what youth are actually doing because of that and how bad the situation is. And so, since today we don't have any guests, so I'll directly jump towards my TMod theme. Okay, let me present the screen. It will be very sweet and short. So let's jump. Can you see my screen? Yes, let me put on the slideshow. So yeah, why K-pop is ruining your life. Okay, so K-pop is a music which is very enticing. It has all that beats and bands which just sync with you very well. And okay, just a minute. And
our host left.
hello. Can you all hear me and see me? Sorry, I got dropped out because there was, my battery just got off. Anyway, let me reshare my screen. Yes. So I was talking about the K-pop music, and it's really good to hear. And I have been dancing on that songs. I have been learning those choreographies for at least 2 years. And even if you stop listening it, after you have listened it already a lot of times, but that will just go on your head for the entire day, and you just can't get enough of it. What it has done personally to my life is that I got so addicted. I did not focus on my studies. I lost interest in my studies, and I was just into K drama, and I would watch that for 10 to 12 hours a day. That was the loss I incurred. And please go and try listening to K-pop song once, so that you get the feel and you understand my emotion. It's really, really addicting. Now, let me just share some few disaster stories that have happened because of K-pop, coming into their lives, people's life. Now, this is a man named as Ollie London. Okay, and this man, if you see his before picture and after picture, and the man in the middle here is Jimin, which is he's one of the members of the most famous boy band group in the world, South Korean boy band group, which is BTS. So he has a very good face, and this man here on the left hand side, he wanted to have the same face as that of the BTS idol, Jimin. So he underwent at least 5 to 10 plastic surgeries, which amounted to about $1 lakh for him. He sold everything and he came to Korea and he changed his face. And you can clearly see that he looked better earlier than he is looking right now. And the kind of addiction you can understand. So, what the idol must be feeling, what these people are doing to themselves because of that obsession, unhealthy obsession with us. This is what is happening to people. They are doing surgeries, they are not happy with themselves, and they're not syncing with the reality. Rather, they are living their life in fantasy and delusion all the time. So this is just one of the example that I'm sharing, and I'll talk about it more. But now let me come towards the prepared speech section of our meeting. And so we have one speaker today, which is TM Priyanka, and I'll call her evaluator on the virtual stage to please read out her speech objectives and other details.
Thank you, Poorva. But before we start, can I understand who's going to be timing the speech?
Timing of the speech is 5 to 7 minutes.
No. Who would be the timer? Who would be?
I would be the timer.
Okay.
I would be the.
Okay. So, good morning, all. Today, Toastmaster Priyanka is delivering her level 1, project number 2 speech, which is evaluation and feedback. First speech from a path, innovative planning. The purpose of the project is for the member to deliver a speech on any topic, receive feedback, and implement the feedback onto the second speech. The purpose of the speech is for the member to deliver a speech on any topic and receive respective feedback from the concerned evaluator. Poorva, timing is 5 to 7 minutes. Wishing Toastmaster Priyanka all the best, and over to you again.
Yes, thank you so much, DTM Abhijit, for telling us those objectives. Yes, and also I had to mention that I am the timer of the day. Actually, I'm playing multiple roles, so just I forgot that I had to explain it. So I'll be the timer, and I'll change my virtual background for telling the timings. Like if it's like it will be green, yellow, and red, like that. I hope you can see my virtual background.
Yeah, I can see.
Yes. Okay, and please pin me.
Okay.
Priyanka, if you want to, if you are not unable to see the cards behind me. Can
I'm
you
not
pin me?
able to pin you. Could you like spotlight yourself as well so that?
Let me spotlight. Yes. I hope now it's visible.
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay. Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
so
please.
the topic, okay, yeah. The topic for my speech is the secret weapon inside your mind. So have you ever come across feeling that you might be the only true entity, the real entity in the universe that you are aware of? Like everything else might be just a simulation. You don't know. Why? Because you can talk to yourself and you can, without even moving a muscle, and you don't really know if other people can do it. So you only believe in yourself and that you are the true entity, right? Have you ever experienced this? Could you please raise your hand if you have? Okay. Um, so if you are the true entity, that means your mind is your universe. You know whatever everything around you is just how you think is your universe. And how is mind your universe? How do you like control the universe? What does it mean? What is God? How come the prayers that you pray come true? Why there are so many gods and everyone who prays and wishes, gives their well wishes and everything to the god, and they receive, even though like you are Muslim, you're Christian, uh, you are a Jew, irrespective of your culture, your prayers come to be true. How is that even possible? So the answers are all inside of you. What does that mean? Answers are all inside of you. You have a weapon inside of you. What does it mean? Um, what it really means is that you have two minds. One is your conscious mind, the one you are aware of, and the other is your subconscious mind that you are unaware of. So this subconscious mind is continuously working. It helps you pump your blood. It makes your heart work even if you're sleeping. It does all of these amazing things. And your conscious mind is the one you're aware of. What is meant by that is your thinking center, the one where you talk to yourself, the one where you get all of your thoughts, your imaginations are all coming from your conscious mind because you can control them, right? And subconscious mind is like faith. You cannot really see it, but it exists because it does. And this subconscious mind comes with amazing powers. You can understand what is going on far away from the world without even seeing anything. You can understand what a person ahead of you is thinking without really talking to them. All these things are controlled by your subconscious mind. It also controls your body language. The way you are feeling inside comes out through your body language. That is your subconscious mind. And when I say it has amazing powers, what do I mean? Well, it means that you might have heard people have these amazing, miraculous recoveries. Like doctors cannot understand why they recover. You see people around you who are just way more successful, but are similar to you. They are in the same place where you are, success wise, everything, education wise, but they are more successful than you. Everybody is made equal, but yet some people are above you and some people are below you, irrespective of their conditions. How is this possible? Why is this possible? And like you want, some people just have these amazing willpowers, you see, that they wish for something and they are automatically given that those things, and you wonder like why why do I not get those things? Have you ever come across these feelings? Well, the answer to it is what I'm talking about now. Your subconscious mind can be controlled by your conscious mind. Whatever you think is like a seed that you sow in this fertile soil of your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind does not judge your thoughts if they are true, if they are untrue, if they are good, bad, positive, negative. They're just thoughts, and they are just thoughts. and your subconscious mind is like the agricultural fertile field, and you sow your seeds and you get an outcome in reality. So the way to control it is by your thoughts. And I will show you what results you can achieve. By my personal experience, um, I heard about this amazing power of subconscious mind, and I tried to implement it, and it worked. So one day I was really sick, and I was not going to be able to attend lectures, and I just wanted all the lectures to be cancelled. And instead of doubting myself, I decided to give this a try. Think really positive. Think like everything is going to be okay. The lectures are going to get cancelled. Or like even if the lectures take place, they're going to be like really short, nothing important would ever happen. And I just went to sleep because I was really tired and nauseous and everything. And to my surprise, when I woke up, I saw messages that the lectures got cancelled because there was an electricity power cut in my teacher's area. And this has happened like more than once, which is like amazing. Another thing about me is like I'm a biotechnologist, and in my 10th standard, when I got to know about biotechnology, I was amazed and I just wanted to be this person. I just wanted to be a biotechnologist and work in a lab all day. And that time, I really believed in this and I gave it all my positivity that I'm going to become it. I had no doubts that I would not, or like something would happen bad. I just had real positive thinking, and today I became. Things came across me, and I became this person. There are many things that you can do to bring this power to reality. So your subconscious mind is very much active when you are sleeping. That is when your conscious mind is not active because you're sleeping. So before you sleep, you just pray, or whatever you want to call it, universe, subconscious. You just pray to your subconscious the things you want, good health, richness, and you do not doubt on your prayers. You are very positive and you go to sleep, and irrespective of time boundaries, you have to have your prayers in that way. Your prayers would come true. Thank you. I hope you all bring this to reality. Thank you all, and over to you, Toastmaster Poorva. You're on mute, Poorva.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I would like request everyone to please give feedback for Priyanka in the next 1 minute. And meanwhile, I will share one story that has happened to me. And when I was in college, okay, in first year, I always wondered, okay, I have been dreaming that काश मेरा बीटेक घर पे बैठ के हो जाए. I would always think, कि just let me sleep and my BTech should be over. I just thought like that. And then lockdown happened. I mean, God loves me so much that He asked everyone to go inside their house just for me. Just for me. That's so nice. That's so sweet of you. So that is and I really dreamed it with all my heart, with all my soul that God, just please, can this happen? Can you make this happen? And it did happen. So I'm really very happy today. So it does come true, okay? And there have been such countless incidents when I just wanted it and it just, no, I just got it right away. So yes, okay. I guess Abhijit also wants to share something. Yeah, Abhijit.
Since everyone is talking about the subconscious mind, so I thought, why not share my own story as well? It was resonating to the complete lockdown story. There was a time wherein I had completed my advanced communicator bronze in the old traditional program in Toastmasters. And I was wondering, probably, there was no focus as to even reach out to the DTM tag. But then what happened was this lockdown happened, and somebody told me that June 30th is the last to complete your communication path and complete your ACG. And I went on a marathon streak and started delivering speeches, 2 speeches per day to complete my ACG. But then the ALS, Advanced Leadership Silver, was pending. I had already done my high performance leadership. The only thing was pending was of a club coach. I was appointed the club coach last November, although I was not a district officer. So the club coach could have fulfilled the obligation of both the roles. And I was given charge of a club as a club coach, which was almost half dead. Even if we would have taken the club to the ICU, the doctor would have said that we cannot save the club anymore. And I was given the charge of that. I felt probably this is not possible. But then, resonating to what Priyanka said, the subconscious mind said, Abhijit, you need to you are almost through, you're almost about to see the finish line. What will it take is just thought. And I just gave it a thought that, okay, the DTM is coming. The DTM is coming. I was positive for the next 6 months from Jan 2021 to June 2021. And trust me, all of a sudden, the DCP points of that club started increasing. Members started, new prospects started getting converted into members. And it so happened that a club which I took over as a club coach from 0 DCP points, the club became a select distinguished, which is 7 of 10 DCP in just 4 months. And that happened. Probably I would thank my subconscious mind, or even a little bit of effort that I put in. Yes, subconscious mind does play a role because it keeps you positive and it keeps you rolling to do the assignments that you do. And I think that's the only one thing. There are many, of course, in all our lives, there are many things. But Poorva and Priyanka, I think both your subconscious mind states were really hilarious. Sleeping and then thinking that, okay, classes won't happen, lectures won't happen, turning out not lectures to be cancelled, and Poorva BTech at home. Trust me, many of people would be really happy like you. Thank you so much.
That's interesting to hear. I mean, but yes, I think so. This subconscious mind story, it resonates to that dialogue of Shah Rukh Khan. किसी चीज को शिद्दत से चाहो तो पूरी कायनात
Yeah,
आपको
I was
उससे
going to add this in my speech, but then I thought it would be too cheesy and I have too much to
I
cover.
don't remember the further line. But yeah, I think so. Even the dialogue writer has taken it from there, I guess. He just converted all the things into Hindi and then put it up in that film. But yes, it does come true. Great. Okay. So now we'll proceed towards table topics. Since I don't find our table topic master to have joined the meeting, so if anyone wants to take it up, impromptu table topic master, they can go ahead, or I can be your TTM. Is anyone ready? Come on, I'm giving you a chance.
I can do that. I can do that.
Yes.
Okay. So anyone who's interested in a table topic right now?
I
Yeah,
can take
Mobina.
it.
I see Mobina raising her hand. She just joined. Hi, Mobina. Please come up. We'll go with
Good morning.
you.
Sure,
Hi,
sure,
good
sure.
morning.
And just a minute. Priyanka, I'd like to inform everyone that I'll be the timer and I'll pin myself. Okay, so that you can see the timing cards. I hope you can see me.
Yes.
No, Priyanka.
Okay. Because I'm just talking about subconscious, I just want to know what is your true desire that you really wish to be coming true? What is you really want to be true? Like something you dream of. It can be anything. What is your desire?
All right. Thank you so much for the topic. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. My true desire and passion is to become an international public speaker. And that is the reason I have joined Toastmaster. I have realized and felt that I like to talk to people. I like to motivate people. I like to inspire people. And I wish someday that someone look at me and say, hey, I just want to be like her. So I guess that will be a point where I'll feel so much blessed and glad. Apart from that, I would like to deliver speeches all over the world. that may be a TED talk. I want to share my experience with everyone, that what I have gone through in the life and how I become what the person I am right now. That is really important. When you talk about your personal experience, when you share your personal goals and inspirations with anyone, that that is the time you can truly help people to overcome what they are facing right now. Because I believe in life everyone is facing some hurdle that at one point of the time or the other. So that will be my goal, to motivate people to take out the best in them, and to make them feel happier about themselves, and to become a better and wise public speaker international. Thank you so much.
Wow, it was really great. If you keep on thinking positively, I'm sure it's going to come true. Just, pray for your wishes to be coming true.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Moving on, who wants to go next? Anyone? Come on. Okay. Tushar, you are not audible. I see you have
Yes.
unmuted.
Hello, am I audible now?
Yeah, you're audible. Okay, so because today's theme is about K-pop, and K-pop puts on these images, what do you think are these images put on not by K-pop, but like overall that you wish to be changed, stereotypes that you wish to be changed?
For
It
me,
can be anything. Yeah, please go ahead.
this topic is out of my cup of tea actually. I'm not much into uh, K-pop or any other thing, but I guess every nation. I'm not talking about just India, but every nation has their own culture, and they should be following their culture. And I'm not saying that they should not follow Western or any other country's culture, but they should be aware of their own culture. And along with Western culture, um, yeah, they should be going with their own culture. And um, what we can say, I don't have much to add here, but
Any stereotype, like something that is imposed by, like women shouldn't be bosses. It can be anything, any stereotype that you wish would not exist.
that's that's also difficult for me right now. I guess
Okay,
I can end my speech here.
okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so anyone else who wants to give table topics a try?
I can, Priyanka.
Okay. Um, let me think of a question for you. What makes you really comfortable? Um, what do you like the most? What is like the best thing you have ever experienced and you want to experience it again, like a warm feeling, anything that you really love?
Thank you, Priyanka, for
What
that
do you
topic.
love?
Yeah, thank you, Priyanka, for that topic. Well, let me tell you something. I love traveling a lot. A lot of people will resonate to what I do because I'm not just the only one who loves traveling. There are so many people who love traveling, but the kind of basis on the traveling, be it solo traveling, be it going with groups, going with your spouse, your parents, your partners, it all depends. For me, going with somebody is not the concern. Visiting new places, exploring the flora and fauna of that particular part of the region where I'm going, visiting, is what matters the most. In my life so far, I have been very much fascinated by visiting other countries. In India, of course, there are so many places to visit, so many things to see all around. But I do know there is something which always triggers my subconscious mind that, well, Abhijit, India, you are an Indian, you can visit your own home country, places in your own home country at any point of time. If you have the money and the audacity to travel, please go outside. And by God's grace, I have been able to travel to 7 or 8 countries, both professionally as well as personally. Some of them, of course, have been funded by the company, but some of the trips funded by me. But every place that I have visited brings in a new experience. Mostly, I have traveled to the Gulf. Of course, the experience is not to bring cheaper oil into our country because the petrol prices are rising. Not that, but it's quite certain that yes, every culture, the culture there is people who speak Arabic, and when we see people speaking Arabic, it's a new version. It makes me feel that I should also learn the language. And although when I was there staying in the Gulf for some time, I gave it a thought to learn Arabic. Same way when I went out on a personal trip to Thailand and Singapore, experience was different. So to answer to the main question is what do I love doing most, or if I have to repeat, then I'll keep on saying traveling, traveling, and traveling. Thank you so much.
That is really amazing that you love to travel. Even I love to travel. I think every one of us somewhere, feels like, wow, we want to travel somewhere. Like it's an escape. It's amazing. I hope you travel a lot. You see many places. Moving on, like we don't have anyone else. So, Poorva, do you want to take a table topic?
Oh, yes, I'll take one.
What is your hobby? Like, what do you do in your free time that like makes you free from all the trouble in the world? Like, what is your hobby?
Come on, you know it, Priyanka. Anyway,
MBTI.
yes. So, guys, as Priyanka rightly answered, my hobby is MBTI. MBTI in general, psychology, studying about psychology, studying about people, knowing their minds inside out, what makes them tick, why do they behave the way they behave. I am just obsessed with it. And I would like to share the story why I started obsessing with it. Well, it's a bit sad. As growing up as a kid, I always felt that nobody understood my feelings. I was around people who were emotionally insensitive. So they would just never understand what emotion I went through. I mean, what was going in my head, and that hurted me so much. And I thought that this happened to me, but I won't let anyone else face this around me. No one around me should feel that there is no one on this planet who understands who I mean there is no one in this planet who doesn't understand them, or what, I just mixed up the words, but yes, that there is someone who understands them, at least one person, even if no one understands, but Purva will understand them. That is what the impression I wanted to convey to people around me, and I want to be there for them like that. And that is why I studied MBTI. It's about 16 personalities, and every personality has some sort of uh, character, and it's very interesting to know them. And when I see people now, I just know that what they need and how I have to tackle them. That gives me immense pleasure. And that's how I started into psychology, and I became so into it that I rather if I had to just choose one occupation in my life, I would just end up being a researching person. I would research more and more into Jungian types and other psychology things. That gives me a lot and lot of happiness. So that's the one hobby that I have in my life. That's all.
I love MBTI. I just got to know about MBTI from you, and I have been obsessing over it. So I can really understand your obsession over it. It is like a really powerful piece of information that you can get, and that helps you in your life. Like how do you behave to people you don't know? So yes, it's amazing. Yeah, you want to tell about MBTI that they should take a test about that.
I'm going to say that please do take a test. I mean, I already told to Tushar, I don't know if Abhijit and Mobina know about MBTI, but just type it out, 16 personalities test, and give the test and do let me know your type. And it would be very interesting to discuss about that further. Yes. And one more thing, I just wanted to say that because I was the timer, so I had timed myself here, and I was like, it's 2 minutes to 7 seconds, so I'm qualified. I just wanted to tell that. So yeah, that's about table topics. Okay. Now just coming back to the theme, and after this, I will have a group photo, and we'll quickly go ahead with the evaluation. Okay, so it's quick and fast. All right, let me just share my screen. Can you all see my screen?
Not yet.
Yes, so I just talked about this guy that the extent to which he just, uh, transformed his face to match it up with his favorite idol, Jimin. But that did not go too well with the audience, and everybody just criticized him a lot. And there was a general negative perception or reception, I would say, that came from the audience when he did this. Now, apart from that, if there are people who are K-drama addicts here, you can just relate to this. I mean, once you start watching a drama, once you start watching that MV, you are not going to sleep. I have spent days and days and weeks. I mean, I just did not sleep. 2 or 3 hours I would sleep, and the entire night I would spend watching the K-drama all along. And I had this deep eye circles, and it was that deep, okay. And these pictures can be totally relatable. I mean, the first girl here, I was just like that. My eyes were so sore, and everybody around me was saying that stop it, come on, it is going to kill you now if you don't sleep well. This is the extent of addiction I had. And how did I come out of it? I just researched about other people who came through it. And then you slowly stop it. And I just want to address a general addiction that we have. It can be addiction to anything, okay? Not just K drama. Every form of addiction is bad, no matter whether they are narcotic, be alcohol or morphine or idealism or K-popism. Everything is bad. And if you lose out your control, I mean, nothing is going to help you out in the long run. It is going to ruin your relationships. I did not talk to my family members. I was just there. I'm holding my phone into that phone and looking at that drama all day long. Did not eat, sleep, nothing. And it just ruins you completely. Your body is annihilated, relationships, your work, everything just goes into the drain. So you have to be really careful when you go into this K-pop and everything. Enjoy it, but stay away from it, and schedule healthy breaks as well. It's like I decided that I'll study for 5 hours and then I'll watch one episode. After that, again 5 hours, then one episode. That is how I tried to control it. But yes, and eventually I could let it go because I found more useful and more such things. I found myself goals. Okay, I had set up goals in my life, and that motivated me. I mean, that helped me to stay out from K-pop. I mean, the dopamine withdrawal is really hard, but once you get into it, things will be easier. And to all the general K-pop audience, and these are just young people, okay, and they have gone to extremes. I mean, these girls are they are known as, there is a specific word for them, okay, who go crazy for this boy band group. They're known as sasings or sesangs, okay. And these girls are so mad, they even bought a entire airplane, and they covered it up with the sticker of Jimin, okay, the one who is the member of that K-pop band. They invested so much money and they got into debt. Their parents had to pay their debt, and this is the extent of madness. They would travel to the same flight where their idols are flying. And I mean, this is very embarrassing to say that they would also go into the same washroom where they went so that they could have that feel, okay, I just went there. This is it is that pathetic to that level. And I was so scared while I was reading this stories, and you can just Google it and it would be enough. I mean, you won't want to read it further, even if you read one story. So, one message that I would like to give to the young audience who will watch this live, maybe on the YouTube, that this is the time you have to spend in achieving your goals. These are K-pop idols, and they think that they are going to marry them. Okay, all the girls think that no, K-pop idols will marry us, and things will be good after that. These are just idealism and stupidism that we are carrying ourselves. Just throw it off. No K-pop, no, not of any of your oppa or anyone is going to come to you in real life. So just stay out of it and focus on your goals. That will help you in the long run. Yeah, that's all from my side about this theme. And if anybody else want to share their experience about K-pop or what they think, or if anybody around them has gone mad and how your experiences has been, so they can just unmute themselves and go ahead. Anyone who knows about it.
I just want to say, yeah,
It's Mobina.
initially, like a few months back, I don't know, I was just feeling bad about something. So I started watching a series that was Turkish drama, if you heard about it. That Turkish series of, there are different kinds of dramas that are there in Turkish, the Turkish serials. So I was watching one
Yeah, I
Moonlight.
have
And that time, I don't know what went wrong. For that 2-3 days, it was just matter of 2-3 days. I watched, I don't know, continuously episode day and night. I was just doing this thing. I was not eating properly. I was not doing the daily routine, and I was just sitting in front of the laptop and I was just watching. And what happened next? So I was going crazy about that. But thank God it was just for 2-3 days, and then somehow I felt that okay, I should stop watching it. Then it only I started after that. I didn't watch after that. So that was the thing. It was a
yes.
matter of 2-3 days, but that days were really horrible for me because I was not sleeping at all. I was just watching continuously. Okay, one episode is done, and trust me, that one episode was about 42 or 50 minutes, and that too I was continuously watching like many episodes at once. So that was really difficult for me. That's
Yes,
all.
yes, it can be addicting, and nowadays it is becoming more and more addictive. Okay, with machine learning and everything, they'll just know what the audience wants exactly, and they will give that exact thing to the audience that hooks
That's
up the audience a lot. But we have to be careful now. We have to be smarter. Yes, very relatable, Mobina. Anybody else wants to share their story?
Yeah, I'll go. I have a younger sister, and she's a big fan of this girls group, uh, pop group that is called, and what is it called? Blackpink, I think. And in this group, like there is this girl from Thailand whose name is Lisa, and now she's playing solo. La Lisa. Yeah, so she's playing solo. So even everything about her, she loves everything about her, her hair, her face, her everything. Like she would like spend time looking at her photos. Like she has really long fingers, and they're so long that they cover her face, and she would be like telling me, can you do that? She would try to experiment and do that. So I think there are a lot of these like perfections that are spread by these Korean people. Even the male artists in Korea put on makeup, and their skin looks perfect all the time. So like Korea is also known for surgery, right? So like surgery, I have heard that in Korea, at the age of 16, their parents gift them surgeries of eyes to have double eyelids, because they don't have double eyelids like we have, like the one we have under, and then we have these folds over our eyes. They don't have that. So to get that, they are gifted these surgeries at the age of 16. And Korea is leading for plastic surgery. even like if you would see these people, there are these videos on Instagram or YouTube. You can just go and search that women put on makeup, like they are their face does not look the way that they post on social media. They have lot of makeup, like stuff they put, like to make their nose smaller, to have cheekbone, to have like a jawline, and there are like sellotapes put, and then a lot of makeup, and it's weird, but
I've seen
this
a
is
lot of
what,
videos. God,
yeah. And like seeing all of this, you kind of lose the essence of reality, like what humans actually look like nowadays. So I think it is very toxic, and as Indians, we do not support this, and we are our original selves, which is the best thing to be an Indian. Like
best
we
things.
are really, we are taught in our culture, in our parents are elderly, everyone in the media as well is doing this, where they are supporting their real self, and I think this should be supported more. So don't fall for it.
True, true, true. I mean, the K-pop is promoting wrong idealism. People do not exist like that. Those thin and the extreme diets that women undergo. Okay, I there is one group, Twice, and they have a member named Momo. So she just drank water for maybe 15 or 30 days, maybe to lose weight. Just water, nothing else. She did not do anything, and that is the extent of, I mean, they have, their weight should not cross above 50. Everybody, regardless of your height or your type, whatever it is, but you have to not cross 50. That is the rule there. So these are the type of situation they live in to project that idealism. I mean, how toxic it must have been for that person themselves. Constant judgment, and the bullying there in South Korea is very, very tough. They are very strict with the young kids. I mean, even if they debut in the industry, they're 16 or 15 years old, yet they expect them to behave like a 50-year-old grown up matured person who knows their limits and everything. And if you do one mistake, you are dead, and you won't have any career ahead. Whereas in India, it is not like that. It is very open and chill. So we might compare ourselves with other people or the Western culture, but trust me, guys, we are very happy. We belong to a very happy country, and everybody is very supporting. Our parents don't put that much pressure on us. So it's a thing which should be grateful for. I'm very happy to be an Indian. Yes. So yeah, that's, I guess, all from everybody's side. Now let me quickly move towards the evaluation. I'll call DTM Abhijit Roy on the virtual stage. Let me spotlight you. And just a minute, let me set up the timer card. And okay, yes, please go ahead. The evaluation.
Do we all understand the basic difference between a conscious mind and a subconscious mind? If we haven't been knowing this, then today there was a teacher who taught all the students in this class of what is the basic difference between a conscious and a subconscious mind. The subconscious mind, which is a secret weapon in our inner brain, and which lets us think of what the reality could be and then transform that into a true reality. Toastmaster Priyanka, there were some highlights which really made me feel that your speech was worth listening to. And not just that, your speech was even something which was worth getting adapted to. Highlights are the basic research that you did, and you explained with apt examples to the limited audience of what exactly is the difference between the conscious and the subconscious mind. In my life until so far, although I'm not a biological student, but I knew the term conscious and subconscious mind. But today I got to really understand from your version the true difference between the two of them. And that just not made me feel so, the audience also could understand. Why? Is because of the examples that you cited. You also went ahead and had a personal touch with a sense of humor brought in when you explained about the thing that you probably were believing. You had in mind that you are not keeping well and you wanted to skip classes. You just went off to sleep, and when you woke up, the reality was right in front of you. The classes were cancelled, be it for whatever reasons. That example had two elements of it: a personal touch and, of course, a pinch of humor. A speech is worth listening when you have some of the key elements that you just brought in: personal touch, humor, simplicity, and detailed explanation. But every speech also needs a little bit of tweak, little bit of enhancement to be made even better for the speaker in the coming future. One such thing is you had a flat tone in your speech. When you talked about the classes getting cancelled, the excitement could have been more enhanced in order to bring in that charm in the audience faces as well. Because that excitement of classes getting cancelled as per your will was something very special. So when you bring in that excitement, when you bring in that little bit of voice modulation from little low or simple flat tone to the above excitement, can add value. And of course, the second part is a little bit of question and answer, asking questions, trying to connect with the audience directly. All this can make your speech even more special. However, I can say to conclude, the secret weapon in your inner mind brought in a lot of insights in us. A little bit of work in and around can make your future special speeches even more special. Thank you, and over to you, Poorva.
Thank you so much, DTM Abhijit. It's an excellent evaluation. Yeah, everybody just gave you a clap. Yes, and you were just on time. 2 minutes, 30 seconds dot. Finished at that moment. Great. All right. So we are done with the evaluation as well. Okay, so we are almost towards, we have reached at the end of the agenda since we don't have a GE today and we don't have grammarian in our counter, so we are done with it. And now I'll quickly launch the polls. While the polls are just for the best role player and the best TT speaker. Okay, because we just have one speaker and one evaluator, so I wouldn't be having polls for them. They are already declared as winners, and both of them have qualified as well because I had timed them. So let me just launch the polls. Yes, I'll launch it. I hope you can see it. Yes. Okay, meanwhile, I'll just take some guest feedback. Okay, we have a new joinee right now. SH. Hi, SH. Welcome back to the club meeting. You have joined after a really long time, I guess. After maybe 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, I've been away for quite some time. And I chanced upon basically I just joined. I missed a whole lot. I was attracted by the K-pop things that was put forward.
Okay. Oh, you wanted?
Yeah. I was really interested, and I must say that TM Poorva always have a very interesting team that piqued my interest.
Thank you, SH. Okay, just tell me, are you into K-pop? Do you listen to K-pop songs?
No, not at all. I don't listen to music, but I believe that this is a natural syndrome or a natural occurrence in which people are taken away, attracted to anything social media and celebrity. And I think that it's actually doing great harm to humankind. And I certainly have wanted to listen to what Poorva got to say with it.
Okay. Sorry, but I could not hear you clearly, SH. But thank you for whatever you said. As far as I heard it, that you just said about the theme was good and it's interesting to hear. I hope other members agree with that. That's the thing. Okay. Thanks, SH. But you joined a bit late. If you had joined a bit earlier, I guess you would have also been able to participate in the table topics. But better luck next time. So you can always join and we can have you here. in the TT session as well. All right. Can we also have the feedback from DTM Abhijit Roy? This is a new format of our meeting. Since not many people are, joining, they are just on their vacation. So we just thought to scrap off other roles and keep the meeting short. So
Yes, Poorva. So I will certainly take this opportunity. Even if you wouldn't have given me this chance, I would have raised my hand and purposefully taken this chance to share my feedback. I would say, as Mobina dropped in a chat message, that it is really short and sweet. A mess. Of course, in my entire history, let me tell you something. In my entire history of on journey in Toastmasters, this is the shortest and the most limited meeting that I have ever attended. But I'll tell you what, meeting started at 10, it's almost 11, and I don't feel like really logging off. There are certain reasons behind it. There are times when you just log in, you find 20 plus members or more members than over 15. But then you log in, you sit for 5 minutes and then said, okay, if I don't have a role, I probably might just leave the meeting. And you have the access to do so. Just click on the leave button and leave. And I've done it many times because somewhere the vibes don't come in. But this meeting, although I'm not saying that I had a role for this meeting, but even if I wouldn't have, I still would have sat for this entire time of 1 hour. It just passed, and there was like only 5 members, but all, I can say salute to you, Poorva. You played the role of staff, you played the role of presiding officer, you played the role of the Toastmaster of the day, the timer. It takes a lot of courage to do so. For any Toastmasters to play so many roles in just one meeting. Had I been in your place as a president or the presiding officer, I would have stayed and say, I don't have any role plays. I would probably go ahead and cancel the meeting. It takes just probably a few seconds to decide that, and then you cancel it. But it takes even more courage to take that initiative, take that extra courage and say that, no, even if I have 5, meeting will happen. And I think that's what your subconscious mind told you. And I will kind of relate to what Priyanka did say. Your subconscious mind told you, no, the meeting will happen and it will happen well. And that's where you got the courage, you got the power to host. And I truly loved it. I'm not saying just because probably tomorrow you might send something, oh, Abhijit did say so many things good about, let me send him a coupon or something. But on a lighter note, I'm saying I have not been to many meetings of singer Toastmasters. In the past, yes, I would say when Harshad was part of the club, I'm not sure whether he's still onboarded with Sinhgad Toastmasters, but when he was the president and he was there, I was quite, because he was a close friend, he's still a close friend, and hence I used to visit. But then over a period of time, there were so many online meetings, so many meeting started clashing on Sunday mornings. I somewhere got lost and couldn't attend your meetings. And just about few minutes back, my wife asked me, which meeting are you attending? 5 members, the presiding officer is playing the role of Sa. And so I said, have you watched the movie, what you called, what is that movie called? I'm kind of Tanaji. Yes. So I said, have you heard this place called Kondhana? So it is just the English version, English or the whatever the revised name of that Kondhana. Kondhana Fort is nothing but the Sinhgad Fort, and that's where this club also, this location is also located. I have not visited. I would love to visit physically very soon, the moment things get in shape, get in place, because I really want to explore. And I said, as I love traveling, I want to really be in one of the clubs in Pune, especially Sinhgad, because I've watched the movie. I really want to explore the beauty around it. I don't know where your club has. Does it has it in the Sinhgad Fort or somewhere else? But wherever it be, it's something which I would love to explore it someday very soon. Thank you so much, Poorva, for having me as part of your meeting today.
Thank you so much, TTM Abhijit, for being there in this meeting. And you did add a lot of value in this meeting with your great evaluations. You always have been a good evaluator. I have listened to you in the past as well, and I do appreciate and respect it a lot. Thank you so much. Yes. Can we also have the feedback from Mobina? Yeah, Mobina has been a regular join in our meetings from the past few sessions, I guess. So what are your thoughts, for this meeting? Are you there, Mobina?
Yes, I'm there. Well, Poorva, I always like to be a part of this meeting, although I said that number is less, but I always get the chance to speak. As TM Abhijit said, that there are times because I also join some meeting or the other, and it happens when I don't have any role. I waited for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and I felt like it is going somewhat boring. So I just exit that meeting. And here I feel so comfortable, and I always get a chance to speak. So all these things matters, no matter how many you are in numbers, but the kind of contribution you have asked for or you can give, that is important, and that is called learning. So I am always looking forward to attend your club meeting. Thank you so much. And
Thank you.
the topics are always amazing, I must say that. Thank
Yes.
you.
So nice of you, Mobina. I just wanted to hear this compliment that the topics are good. Because I really
I will connect to you soon, regarding that psychology thing. I'll definitely call you. I have something for you for that.
what psychology, what?
Yeah, psychology. I have something for you, so I'll give you a call for that.
Oh
I
my
had encountered something like somebody called me for a session or something. So I'll just call you and we'll discuss it.
Yes,
Mobina started psychological classes, I think.
I would love to. As I said in the table topic, I would love to help anyone like who needs that motivation or inner strength, just like that.
yes, it's very interesting. Once you start, you won't stop researching about it. And it gives you so much insight, and you want to know that what makes people take, and you can control people as well with that. So that also motivated me, although I never manipulated anybody. But yeah, it does make things interesting. So yes, thank you so much, Mobina, for your feedback. Also, oh, thank you so much, SH. Just let me ask if I had said this before that I wanted to be a child psychologist. Have you listened that before, and that is why you're writing here, or you just felt that maybe she can be a psychologist?
Yeah, of all your teams, it has a very strong bias on psychology. And it is not about motivation only, although motivation is part of the psychology, very important part. But the other part of it is what you have mentioned, be aware of the pitfalls and all the attracting and appealing things that social medias or advertisers are trying to get hold of us. And you can hear me.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not a psychologist, but I think that what you are talking about in your team so far is going to be very beneficial, not only to children, but also to adults.
Yes, I do think so. And I want to come. I have many ideas in my mind. I just want to finish up with exams and all. And I want to talk a lot about it on my live chats, and I'll do so quickly. So, yes, many things are lined up. So, we'll do it. And now let us take a quick group photo. Thank you, Tushar, for messaging that. I just forgot. And please turn on your videos. DTM Abhijit, are you there? Can you please turn on your video for a quick group photo? Good. Let's pause. Yes, we are done. Thank you so much, guys. Also, let me quickly share the poll results. Okay. And end the poll. Did not end it. Okay. So the best speaker, TT speaker is TM Obina. Congratulations. And the best role player is TTM Priyanka. And special congratulations for this, Priyanka, because you took the role on the spot and played it out really well. I'm very proud of you. And the best speaker is again TTM Priyanka, yes. And the best evaluator is DTM Abhijit Roy. I'll soon share the certificates in the WhatsApp group. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
I have to
Thank
leave now.
you.
Bye bye, everyone.
Purva, one thing, I just noticed that today you all had your 198th meeting,
Mhm.
and the 200th meeting would be in the year 2022.
Yes.
So I'm not sure. Probably your role as president, you will become the IPP.
I
Or
will
would
be
it,
the president, actually.
okay. So what is the plans like for the 200th meeting?
We have not planned it out yet. I mean, we have not discussed it, but most probably we will be having educational sessions or maybe a panel discussion, somewhat like that, or maybe something related to TT or table topics, something creative would have.
Okay. So just have a thought in case if you need my support, let me know.
Yes, definitely. Thanks for telling us at least. Okay, now I have one person I can talk to. Okay. Thank you so much. Yes, I'll definitely look into it, Abhijit, and I'll discuss with my team.
Sure.
Yes, and guys, I have shared the WhatsApp link of our members group, friends members group, and please do join if you want to know about more such initiatives that we bring for our members. And that's all for today's meeting. Let me